is a Rolex Oyster perpetual motion. The glass, Gorham crystal. The beverage, Scotch. The pipe is a Mario Grande, tobacco's custom. And the brown paper bag, well, we'll address that momentarily. Each of these items are prized for the qualities that they possess, but cultural snobbery often ignores many others of equal beauty and function just because of their peasant origins. However, occasionally the arbiters of good taste and social mores leave the gate open just long enough for something else to slip through, and when it does, it changes the landscape. Snails were often eaten for centuries, actually, by peasants, until someone, a clever cook, elevated them to escargot, and they became delicacy. Lobster was used for fertilizer, and then for quite a long time was only suitable for feeding to prisoners because nobody in their right mind would eat bugs. The best cuts of meat were reserved for the well-to-do, for the owners, for the cattle owners, but not the cattle drivers. And they were left tough, poorer qualities of meat that they learned to cook in a style that became barbecue, and a delicacy that we savor today. Peasant food, through skill and imagination, has become, in many circumstances, the very best of America's contributions to world cuisine. Rhode Island is considering calamari, for instance, squid, as the state food. And I could argue that on Federal Hill, you are very likely to find the very best of calamari. Although I could argue that the California Grill, located atop of the Contemporary in Orlando, serves a very fresh calamari, very fresh squid in tempura batter with a sweet and sour sauce, but I digress. This, however, has a great many more complexities. Allow me to introduce the New York System Hot Wiener. As far as I know, New York System never had anything to do with New York. It is purely the invention of Greek immigrants in the 1940s and is only done properly in Rhode Island, period. The notion of cooking, however, as opposed to eating, was first codified in the Orient, where chefs prepared ambrosia, literally food of the gods, for the royals. Each dish was thought to be comprised of 5 tastes: sweet, sour, salty, pungent, and bitter. And to that, I would like to add my brother's personal notion that no proper meal should go without all the textures of crunch, of wet, of soft, of dry, of cool, of hot. The wiener itself is made from veal and pork, and the casing has a unique red color, and more importantly, a distinct snap when bitten. The next is a smear of dark yellow tangy mustard. The mustard is applied by a wooden dowel, expertly rolled and dragged the length of the wiener. To this is added a layer of meat sauce, steaming, hot, savory. The exact contents is a mystery. There was a legend that Harry's Wieners kept the recipe locked in a safe. These wieners tonight come from a place called Sam's, where the recipe was handed down from father to son. The type of onion is something you could discover, but how the onion is prepared is something you would never guess. I know what it is, but it's a secret I'm going to keep. I'm sworn to keep it, and I assure you it is essential to the recipe. Lastly, the top is sprinkled with a little bit of celery salt. When you order these wieners, this is called all the way, and it's the only proper way a wiener should ever be ordered. The scent is savory, strong, and alluring. To leave the wiener bag or a wiener in a closed car overnight would certainly lower the resale value. Finally, the taste. Ambrosia. All the elements come together with the crisp hot dog and the soft bun and the excellent mouthfeel. In time, perhaps, this could become the equal of escargot or lobster. Enjoy it with a hard cider, or perhaps a good Pilsner. Eat well, not a lot. Enjoy. Cheers.